There's an old song that says, "We can all know everything without ever knowing how." The song is called "It's in Every One of Us." We can all know everything without ever knowing how. Do you know how the earth was created? How miracles happen? I don't. I know they do. I know they're supposed to. I know the world's better because they do. As the Course in Miracles says, miracles are natural. If they're not occurring, something has gone wrong. How does that happen? How does that happen? Oh, don't ask me. When we pray, we state the what. We declare abundance. We declare health. Whatever else we're treating for. We declare it. We give thanks for it. We know it's done. And then we can let go. Because we know that God knows how to do it. All we have to do is know and accept that it is done now. We know this because we are the conscious, deliberate, intentional expressions of God, of divine spirit, right here, right now. And for the intentional expression of God, how could there be any fear? When there's no fear, the patient is healed. Healing may not look like what we think it is. Sometimes the result of the healing is the transition of the person to the next experience. I've had a little too much experience with that in the last few years. Now, this might not look like a healing, and it might not be the conscious choice of that person. But when there's no fear of the next experience, this could be the perfect healing. Of course, since we are perfect, healing is the result of the realization that there is nothing to heal. Healing is an experience of oneness, though it can be temporary. Sometimes we revert to our normal patterns of thought. We can experience a sense of oneness anytime, any place. A healing can be as simple as a complete realization, similar to, "Oh hell, I'm well." I'm reminded of a time I went to class with Reverend Noel and Reverend Rita. Suzanne and I went, and she was coming down with a cold, and Rita said something like, "You do know that you don't need to be sick to take a day off." Cold didn't manifest. It was a reminder that you don't need to be sick to relax and have a day off. That seemed to work. Daniel Nahmod has a song called "I Don't Need to Know." In the chorus he sings, "I don't need to know where the wind blows, 'cause God knows. I don't need to know what the future holds, 'cause God knows. I need never know how pain ends, how my heart mends. I can just let go. God knows. I can just let go, because God knows." God knows how. The law works by a subconscious mind to produce what we order. Do you dig up seeds you've planted to see how they're growing? Do you open your computer to see how the CPU does what it does? Or do you know that the how is taken care of? Do you plant your plant, tomatoes, roses, broccoli, whatever, and let them grow? Put your software on the computer and open it and let it run? So why do we keep looking at the things we're aiming for, trying to control how they happen? Why is it so inconceivable to us that a thing is possible even if we don't know how it will happen? But we do have to distribute the power, to use Thomas Troward's phrase. We are the divine distributors. If we want an oak tree, we have to plant an acorn. Then we have to water it and let the process work without trying to figure out how that little seed is going to blossom into a big, massive, strong tree. We don't need to know how. Know that it's taken care of. Know that it's done because it is. To quote Raymond Charles Barker, I ministered growing up. You can have what you want, but you have to think what you want, and you have to think of it as already being so. This is the science that Jesus exemplified. Just know. Spirit doesn't need you to know how it does. So it just needs you to know, to have faith. Not faith in God, the faith of God. And if you can't, if you just find yourself not being able to know it right now, call somebody who can see it for you until you're ready to see it for yourself. Just know. Borrow somebody's faith and just know. And that's a future talk. So stop worrying about how your bills are getting paid, how you're healing, how that next opportunity is coming. No. Just know. Step forward in faith and know that God has it. And whatever you declare is accomplished now. God knows how. We don't need to.